All right. Welcome in, Nagy Nation. Here we are in the Meadowlands. We've got the Dolphins coming to town to play Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets. There he is, Aaron Rodgers, the newly minted Jet here in Season 4 with Garrett Wilson, of course, and some other, fine additions to their roster. They are a stacked team, to be sure. But don't discount these Miami Dolphins, who are also very, very good with the likes of Waddle and Hill, and Tua thrown to those guys. But good to have you as always, and we're going to get this one going here in short order as we bring our doubleheader AFC Spotlight Game of the Week for Week 4. You voted on it. And you've got it there at the bottom in the ticker. That was the earlier game we watched today. And then we have this one about to kick off as Miami will kick it off to the Jets. We return from about the 5, gets it out just past the 20 to the 22. And that's where Aaron Rodgers is going to start with the ball. There's a look at his season thus far. 9 touchdowns, but 4 interceptions already in the young season for Aaron Rodgers. Adjusting to life in the Big Apple. Now under center for Aaron Rodgers. Quick little handoff. Big hole out to the outside. Nice little gap worked through. Hall with a nice 17-yard rush to start out the game. Hey, welcome in, Bo. Yeah, big game here for sure. Y'all voted on it. We're bringing it. Welcome in, Karen. Go Browns, Cavs, and Guardians. 1st and 10, little ace formation. Back to pass. Quick one. And that one is caught by his tight end, Conklin. And that one goes for a quick set of yards. About 9, in fact, on the little quick tight end slant. Out of the gun now. Aaron Rodgers hands it off to Hall. He's got the first down and then some. A little shifty run in there off to the left side of the formation. And able to pick up about 5. More than enough to get that first down. Welcome in, Mitchell. Back to pass. Aaron Rodgers now swinging it out to Hall. And Hall's got a little bit of room out on the perimeter. And is going to get just a yard. No, I agree with Phil. I don't see the Browns going for D-Hop either. For a lot of the same reasons that they weren't going to trade for him. I don't think the actual trade would have been that expensive for them to do, although he would have been on that old contract, which would have been the expensive part. But it's not like he's going to ask for a lot less than what his contract was to begin with. I think the only team he probably takes a big discount with is the Chiefs. So, no, I don't really expect D-Hop to become a Brown. Although I hope he stays out of the AFC, but it's looking more likely he will. Bills and or Chiefs seem to be the top 2 targets from what I've heard so far. Now emptying it out is Aaron Rodgers. We saw, nice little dump off to Hall out there. Picks up 9. But we saw some action from Conklin earlier. Second catch for him, and some nice drive and production going on. A little jet sweep pop pass. Gets the corner to the end zone. Did he get in? He did. Touchdown. What a run that was. McCole Hardman makes a sweet little play on the pop pass. Jet sweep from the Jets, just tiptoeing down the sideline to get himself into the end zone. And the Jets are going to take the early lead on the back of a very productive drive down the field. 8 plays, 79 yards, and it took 4 minutes and 6 seconds to do it. Nice opening drive for these Jets. Yeah, wheels and D. McCole Hardman just tiptoed his way down that sideline nicely. I wasn't sure he was going to get the edge, but once he did, there was no catching him. Hey, 504, welcome in. As I think you saw, your Saints won earlier in our doubleheader, our morning game. But here in the late night sim, we've got the Jets with Aaron Rodgers, and now Tua's taking the field for Miami. Aaron Rodgers marched him right down the field, and now the Jets looking to, the Dolphins looking to respond. Nearly picked. Oh man, that was dangerous. As Tua did not seem to see the defender with good position there, and nearly got jumped. This one, a quick little handoff out to the outside, and a big hole opening up there for Mostert, able to find some space to the right side, and first down achieved. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't look too much into the details. I think it may be for both, though. As a ugly roughing the passer call goes against Franklin Myers, and these Dolphins are now in business across midfield on the back of that penalty. This one handed off to Mostert, quickly tackled back there. Oh, wait, excuse me, A-Chain with the carry, but goes backwards for a yard. Mosley in on the tackle. No, I agree 504. Don't think that D-Hop is going to become a Brown. Just seems too unlikely. I suppose won't ever say it's impossible. It could happen. It's a heavy set here out to the right side, 2 tight ends in the formation. Back to pass for Tua. Tua out to his left. And he's got it complete. But that is not nearly enough for a first down. And so the punt unit going to come out as they're not quite in field goal range. Smartly choosing to punt for the coffin corner rather than electing to go for the stupid long field goal. Good to see. Yeah, it's part of it is the is it just the kickoffs? That may be the case. If that's the case, that's better than it being punts as well. But there's a Hall makes a nice little spin move out there in the perimeter, able to get free of a tackler. But yeah, money is a concern, although we will have more money come June 1 as we dump the contract responsibility for both JJ3. Wow, wide open Garrett out there on the left side. He was wide, and a beautiful throw from Aaron Rodgers to hit him in it. Garrett with a nice catch. But JJ3 and Clowney both coming off the books after June 1 will free up some space, but with the receiver room the way it is, I don't know that you look at D-Hop necessarily. He would be expensive, that's for sure. Probably looking at about 19 mil for that contract. And I don't know if the Browns really want to do that. As, again, Aaron Rodgers picking apart this defense right over the middle this time and able to get downfield quite a ways. And another nice drive for these Jets as he just kind of stepped up and let go, finding his man in the midst there. But yes, exactly what Phil said there. We'll hand off to Hall, and he is going to be caught in the hole there. Thought for a moment he might escape, but unable, and only 2 yards gained as a result. Aaron Rodgers with the snap. Blitz was coming, but gets it out to Garrett, and Garrett escapes the tackler and gets within a yard of the line to gain. And realistically, for what he provides, I think the only sensible answer to that, Phil, would be DPJ, just because of who D-Hop is. He's not, the burner. He's the contested catch type, good route runner. But I don't know that you're looking to get rid of DPJ, because he basically, that's what that would be. And DPJ is cheap. He's on the rookie contract still, so. I don't know if they're looking to do that. All right, so a 1st and 10 is achieved here. They're on the 11-yard line, so they can still get a first down Little quick handoff, big hole up the middle. Can he get in? He does. Touchdown, Jets. Nice little run right up the gut. And Michael Carter gets in for the touchdown for these Jets. And the Jets with a 2-touchdown lead here, as they have had 2 very productive drives. That little delayed handoff opened up a big hole in the center as the Dolphins read pass and kind of just had their normal pass set. And it opened up right up the center with a big old hole for Michael Carter to take advantage of, and a touchdown achieved. 14-0 Jets in the early goings of this one. Yeah, Jets certainly are looking very good in this one, as they are just having their way with this Miami defense. And so far, the Dolphins haven't gotten much going on their end, so a bit lopsided here in New Jersey, as the Dolphins are struggling. Two to throw. He dumps it off underneath, and fumble balls out, and a big turnover, and the Jets are going to have the ball again, sitting pretty on the 30-yard line with a chance to open this ball game wide open, as it looks like they might well score again, already sitting in the red zone just about. Yeah, certainly not what you wanted for Miami there. Big fumble after after 2 big drives ending in touchdowns, and not being able to get anything done on your own on your offensive possessions. That is a terrible turn of events here, as that turnover is brutal. Aaron Rodgers now over the middle, go wide open, Garrett Wilson. And they're back on the 11. We were just here, and they scored the last time they were on the 11. See how Aaron Rodgers is just picking that defense apart. He is finding seams in that zone and receivers in those pockets and putting it right on them. He's been an absolute technician here in the first quarter of this ball game. A penalty marker is down. It's going to be a hold on the Jets, so that'll set them back. That one going against the big man, Becton. 1st and 20. Ace formation, back to pass. Now out to the outside, he's got Conklin. And Conklin is going to get some of those penalty yards back. Right? Gets the ball right back again and has to go back out on the field. But hey, I'm sure he's excited to get the opportunity to go score more touchdowns. I'm sure that's not, especially in that field position. It's a pretty nice setup, honestly. 2nd and 13 coming. Now working out of the pocket and gets it downfield to his running back, but unable to secure the catch was Breece Hall. So a 3rd and 13 coming. Aaron Rodgers, pressure coming, goes to the end zone, but knocked away. Garrett Wilson couldn't handle it, and so the Jets are going to kick their first field goal here, a little chip shot, and they're going to take a 17-0 lead. That probably was the best outcome you could hope for the Dolphins, was stopping them for a 3-point, because they were pretty much, they were in field goal range from the moment they got the ball back on that turnover. So a good outcome for the Dolphins, and a chance here to finally get on the board. They're going to have to do something, though. That turnover was brutal, and now they really need a drive, and they have got to get a touchdown. Hey, Kevin, welcome in. Go Browns. Yeah, it really was. It was something. Brutal is one way to put it, especially the finish was about as maddening as we've seen. It had a lot of similarity and parallels to that Tom Brady Buccaneers, Browns Super Bowl, where they drove 99 yards for the scoring touchdown, or the tying touchdown, and then in overtime we lost on a Baker Mayfield pick six, which was awful. They found a different way to lose it in overtime this way, but just as awful with a safety. But the Dolphins go 3 and out. That was, again, not what the doctor ordered, as they really have struggled. And the Jets are going to take over once more in a 17-0 ball game and a firm command, as they have been absolutely dominant on offense and on defense so far in this one. Aaron Rodgers. Now, over the middle, he's got a wide-open Conklin with lots of room to rumble down to the 30 or nearly. Wow. Just hitting folks in seams all day is Aaron Rodgers. He's just finding guys in the spaces. Look at that. Right down the seam. Beautiful ball that hits Conklin on the run, and Conklin just keeps going and is able to rack up a whole bunch of yard after catch there. Beautiful play. And just like that, the Jets have the ball in the red zone again after this Breece Hall carry. They're out down to the 22-yard line as he's pushed out of bounds, 2nd and inches. I don't believe so, Bo. I don't believe Tyreek Hill is injured. We haven't seen him yet, though, so I suppose it's possible. 2nd and inches. Little screen pass set up for the Jets, but Hall not able to do anything with it. In fact, he's going to go backwards from there. And that's going to bring us finally to the end of the first quarter, which was all Jets, 17-0. And look at the difference in stat line, 172-17. Yikes. That was quite the difference in the first quarter between these two teams. Garrett Wilson with a catch, and he's going to have a first down. Just 3.5 yards, but that was enough. And he signals that first down. Yeah, Dolphins have hardly done anything in this game. They've gone 3 and out. They've turned the one drive ended in. Actually, it's been at least 2 3 and outs, a turnover on the first play of a drive, and so it's been really ugly for the Dolphins. Handoff goes to Breece Hall. He's got some room, and he's going to pick up 6 there. Second and 4 coming. Aaron Rodgers in striking distance to start the second quarter. Back to pass. Going towards the end zone, Garrett Wilson. He is just short there, down to the 3. First and goal set up there, as Garrett Wilson has been hugely involved in this game plan and has been very, very good. Aaron Rodgers finding him early and often, and with damaging result. Now I formation in a goal line set. Big bodies up front. Faking the handoff now to the end zone, but just misses. Pressure did affect the throw. And the Jets not able to score as Aaron Rodgers was just off. Now faking another handoff down to the end zone again. He's got it. Touchdown, Jets. And that one goes to Ruckert. Go Bucks. As the Jets are able to get themselves into the end zone, and this time the pressure not affecting Aaron Rodgers on the throw, as he was able to get it to his second tight end, and a nice goal line set with all the big bodies up front ends up in more points, and the Jets about to take a 24-0 lead. Yeah, no doubt, Bo. They need him really bad, and we really haven't seen him. I'm not sure what's going on with him in this game. We haven't seen Waddle or him, as Miami has been absolutely anemic on the offensive side of the ball. Not that they've been great on defense either, but especially on offense. They didn't even show up, it seems. Like they're still back on the bus. But walking out on the field is that offense. They've got to do something now. They are in a big, big hole right now, and they've got to find a way to start digging themselves out of it. Tua to pass over the middle. Oh, nearly intercepted. He did manage to squeak it through, but Tua, surprisingly, is 5 of 7. Doesn't feel that way, but he is actually 5 of 7 right there. There's Hill, finally catching a pass. That's his first of the ball game. Tyreek gets a first down for Miami, and they are out near midfield now. Now dumping it off to Mostert out of the backfield, and that one is going to pick up only 2. Pressure coming in his face. Tua unloads, and it just drops short of anybody. Only 42 yards on the day for Tua here. 3rd and 8. They need a first down. Tua unloading downfield. Got a man down there, but unable to come up with it. That one got knocked away. And kind of fortunate it wasn't picked on the rebound was Tua. Instead, they're going to punt, as that was 4th down near midfield. So the woes continue for the Miami Dolphins, and the punt goes out of bounds at the 14, which is where Aaron Rodgers is going to take over. Yeah, seriously, about time. But he is in there, not injured. As we just saw, they finally got it to him, but seems awfully late to be to go into Tyreek in this game, especially with the way the scoreline has gone, as Breece Hall goes backwards on that rush, as he was strung out to the sideline, and a 2nd and 12 coming. Well, handoff goes to Breece Hall as well. Another run that goes not very far. Gets those 2 lost yards back. 3rd and 10 coming. Aaron Rodgers back to pass. All kinds of time. Finally, he is going to unload, and he finds a man downfield. That one, at first I wasn't sure he liked what he saw, but he did manage to get somebody to pop open for him, and as he was just shifting to the side, a little crow hop throw works out for him, and a first down achieved for the Jets. Already over 200 passing yards in this game for Aaron Rodgers. Pressure coming, he's going to get sacked, ball's out too, Miami with a chance! And they jump on it, and Miami in great scoring position. Wilkins with the fumble recovery, and the pressure causing the sack fumble is a big turn of events. They have got to punch it in right now, because they need a lot of points still. You can see that ball did clearly come out. And there's Tyreek Hill coming back out on the field. He's got to get involved, but somebody's got to get this in the end zone. Doesn't matter how you get it in there, but you got to get it in there right now. Little handoff, and fighting for a few yards is A-Chain, but he doesn't find much. 2nd and goal from the 8 now. Again, fighting for yards. This is Mostert this time, but only a yard each run, so not very effective so far on this red zone attempt. Tua's running backwards and taking the red zone sack. Yuck. Yuck. What a terrible anemic attempt in the red zone that was, as they managed to really go nowhere and end up further away from scoring than closer. And here we are, just going to take 3 points, which is just gross. Not what you needed. You had to capitalize on that turnover while you had the chance. Had to get into the end zone, and a field goal feels like a huge concession in this game. Yeah. Yes, briefly. Not for very long, though, Bo, as he is about to come right back out. Yes, that was that was effectively another 3 and out. It just happened to be they were already in scoring position, so even though they went backwards, they still managed to get 3 points, but only by virtue of the fact that they had the turnover in the red zone, at like the 12-yard line or something. And that's even that didn't work for them. Or actually, I guess it was more at like the 10. They started at the 10, got it to the 8, and then took the big sack back and kicked the field goal from there. But yeah, I mean, it was just gross. As Aaron Rodgers is going to fire downfield again, he's got a man wide open again. This Miami zone is getting absolutely carved apart by Aaron Rodgers as he is just having his way. And nothing that the Miami Dolphins defense do. Look at that. There's nobody even close to that man coming across. And the mark is just too easy. Aaron Rodgers will not miss those throws. You can't give him that kind of space. He will absolutely slice and dice you. Well, I formation, and now, of course, Aaron Rodgers is in the zone, too. Breece Hall with a nice carry, carrying some guys downfield and picking up 9. But, yeah, you can't be doing that, as Aaron Rodgers is just too good. Now Aaron Rodgers out to the outside, got a first down. That's Garrett Wilson. Yet another catch for him. Aaron Rodgers is now 20 of 23. And the Jets have eclipsed 300 yards in the first half. Yeah, all very, very good. And Aaron Rodgers and the Jets are making them look silly. Making them look silly. 1st and 10, little handoff. Breece Hall, nice little jump cut to the right side, but only managed to get 2, but a nice effort from Breece Hall nonetheless. 2nd and 8 coming. Blitz coming. They're setting up the screen, and Breece Hall does escape the tackler, and he's able to get near the sideline out there. A first down achieved, and that was the most effective screen we have seen in quite some time here on Madden. As Breece Hall really made a guy miss and then goes for a bunch of extra yards following his blockers. Nicely done. Yeah, that was a surprisingly successful screen for once. Aaron Rodgers, all kinds of time, and he is going to find another guy downfield. That's McCole Hardman. Keep forgetting McCole Hardman's wearing 16 in this game. 2nd and 3. Now toward the end zone. Touchdown again, McCole Hardman. He had it too easy. Just, blocked out his defender. Just bodied him away from the ball. And the little slant is successful. And Aaron Rodgers is too good, just carving this defense apart, taking advantage, as you're seeing an absolute demolition of this Miami Dolphins defense. And the fact that Miami can't get anything going on offense has made this a very lopsided game. Now 31-3 in the first half, still 4:32 left in the half, and this is a scoreline that a lot of games might end on, but we're set up for a 60-point drubbing right now if it continues like this. Hey Nathan, welcome in. Yeah, I'm not sure why they haven't really gone to the man coverage as much. A little bump and run, maybe a little bit of press man action against Aaron Rodgers, but they potentially blitz and try to disrupt his timing or something, but whatever they're doing, it's not working. Is a terrible drop. They're going to want that one back too, and now 7 of 12. Yikes. As he has really been not good, but receivers dropping his passes is really not helping. 3rd and 7 after a 3-yard run from Mostert. Yeah, it certainly feels that way, 504. As he unloads downfield, there's Tyreek Hill. And you're going to have to have a whole lot more of that if you're going to want to have any success. It's got to be a lot of quick strikes. You've got to score, and quickly. Two of the pass. Going downfield, got a man! Tyreek Hill! As he was able to go up and high point that one. And finally, this offense is actually doing something on a drive. Stringing together a few first downs, and now a little interesting little end around. Oh, Tyreek Hill fumbles though, but Miami does recover. Only 3 on the pickup on that play. 2nd and 7. Now the handoff goes to A-Chain, and he is not going to go much of anywhere. 2-minute warning coming, and Miami with a chance to finally put something in the end zone with these last 2 minutes of the half. And they're going to need it. 2 of the pass. Now, oh, nearly intercepted. That was dangerous. And Miami will kick another field goal. Yep, scores, but not those kind of scores. They've got to get touchdowns. Field goals are not going to help in this ball game when you've already let it out of control this far in the game. It's not helping you much to tack on 3 points. Certainly did. So Aaron Rodgers is going to have some time to play. Oh, that should have been a pick 6. And that would have been a big turn of events for Miami. Maybe not enough to really get them over the hump in this one, but it would have felt a lot better, that's for sure, as that seemed to have shaken Aaron Rodgers' confidence as he was fortunate enough to throw the interception, just threw an ugly pass next, just missed. As Breece Hall's going to carry with both hands on the ball, working hard not to fumble. And a minute 33 and counting left in the half. Hey, Rick, welcome in. Yeah, Finn's got them where they want them. It's been very lopsided, to say the least, Rick. As the Dolphins' offense has been all kinds of anemic, and their defense has been absolutely carved apart by Aaron Rodgers and these Jets. That man there, Garrett Wilson, has been a big part of it, along with Conklin. Between those two, a lot of damage done, and McCole Hardeman also a big part of it. So it's been all kinds of a drubbing so far. So look at Corey Davis. Only seen him a handful, I think only 2 times so far in this game. Of course, he had that last minute thrilling winner in overtime for the Jets earlier in this season. And now a big ugly sack coming as Aaron Rodgers couldn't get away. And a timeout taken. Aaron sitting in the pocket and going to throw this one away. Didn't like what he saw at a 3rd and 24 coming. And now going underneath with it, he's got it to Hardman. And that will be quickly corralled by the defense. And a timeout taken by Miami. And so Greg Zuerlein's going to come out and try a long field goal, a 50-yarder, and it is up, and it is good. So tacking on to the lead is Greg Zuerlein. Now a 34-6 ball game, everything going the way of the Jets. So, Tua's going to have 32 seconds to play with here at the end of the half with 2 timeouts. Tua, with pressure in his face, going to take a big sack. And that's not what you're looking for. A 2nd and 19, and they're just going to let it run to halftime. So they'll head into halftime with the scoreline heavily favoring the Jets at home. And obviously Robert Saleh is very happy to see that. And look at the difference. It's just passing yards. 295 to 55. That is all you need to know about this game in the first half. 295 to 55 passing yards. That is incredible. And or gross, depending on your perspective. But yes, Miami will have to regroup, and in a big, big way, if they're going to want to have any chance. Oh, hey, the old school Bears versus Bears game. There it was. Haven't seen that in a while, but there it was. Bears versus Bears. Love it. Good stuff. I don't know why it's always the Bears, too. It's the only team it ever happens with. It's always Bears at Bears. They're also going to win it, though. So, I guess call it a draw. As a nice little hole up the middle goes for Mostert. He was able to sneak his way past a few guys there. And a first down, much needed first down for Miami. Tua now out to the sideline as he is going to hit the ball to Tyreek Hill, but really stretching the field the wrong way there. Don't want to be stretching sideline to sideline. You got to be stretching it downfield in this game. That's really the only way, especially with Tyreek Hill, you're going to get anything done or have any chance of winning this ballgame. You got to stretch the field with Tyreek. That is the bottom line. That's what it is. As again, they go underneath and again to Tyreek, but that's the wrong way to get him the ball. They've got to stretch the field vertically. They've got to have quick hitters. 1st and 10. Again, underneath, as they don't seem to trust the offense, or maybe they're just playing scared of the Jets' defense here. I'm not sure. They don't like it, whatever the case, and have not been going downfield. And now it's a fumble, and I believe the Jets have it. A huge turnover again. Yikes. And now the Jets with another freebie, as they're going to take over in nice field position again. I don't like it, Rick. I'm not a fan of the fair catch rule that they installed. I don't think many of the coaches or players are either. I mean, they say it's for player safety, but that's the facade they put on a lot of things, regardless of the real reasons. I think the real reasons has to do with offensive football and high-scoring games, because that's what sells tickets, and that's what glues eyes to viewing screens, and that's what matters. Is at the end of the day is the bottom line for the NFL, and offensive football is what is what sells. So, unfortunately, that's how it is. That one, McCole Hardman just sitting in all kinds of space because, I don't know, Jets don't feel like the Dolphins don't feel like they have to, cover anybody in the middle of the field, I guess, as they're just letting people sit in massive pockets. But if you're the Dolphins, maybe you should move away from playing so much zone here. Aaron Rodgers has just shredded your zones constantly in this game. Just shredded. As Breece Hall is going to find quite a bit of space there on that run. And, the run game is working because the pass game is so effective. The defense is sitting completely on their heels here. This has flashbacks for Browns fans of how our defense looked last year, which is not a good thing. As another run up the middle, picks up 4. I hope it only lasts a year, but we'll see. Again, it's not permanent, so that's the good news here, is they will make another decision on whether or not they're going to keep it in a year, so we'll see. But I will also reserve judgment fully on it until I see it, play out on the field and how teams go to, adjust to that reality and what that looks like. So we'll see. Little handoff goes to Breece Hall. That one up near the 5. I guess they marked him at the 6. So a 2nd and goal from there. True. As this one goes near the end zone, and it's picked! An ugly throw from Aaron, just trying to get it over the top of the defender and can't get it to Hardeman, and a pick in the end zone goes to the Dolphins. They needed that badly, as Aaron Rodgers left that just short. He needed a little bit lower loft on it. Probably didn't want to go to Hardman in the first place. Not a great choice, honestly, for Aaron Rodgers, kind of forcing it in there and giving these Dolphins a tiny spark. Tiny little spark here on the turnover. Certainly a chance, but they've got to do something on offense. They have got to go. Handing off the ball is probably not the answer here, folks. Probably don't want to be handing off the ball too much. You've got to score too many points, and a handful of yards at a time, especially 1 yard, ain't going to get it done. And again, they go to the handoff. So, poor Mostert is swallowed up after another gain of 1. 1 yard at a time is not enough. Tua finally going to throw, but again, throws underneath. That goes to A-Chain out of the backfield, but that is not enough, and the Miami Dolphins will go 3 and out after that big turnover. Yes, they kept points off of the board, but they had to not only keep points off of the board, they had to go and score points of their own, and preferably in 1 or 2 plays, not 3 plays and then punt the ball. Hey, Marlo, welcome in. Yes, Jets are absolutely shredding the Dolphins right now, both on offense and on defense. Aaron Rodgers is picking apart the Miami Dolphins zone and has been consistently throughout this. They've played a vast majority of the game in zone, and Aaron Rodgers has just completely torn it apart, finding guys in all kinds of space. And then Miami has been completely anemic on offense. The stat line that was very telling was the passing yardage in the first half, 295 to 55 for Jets passing versus the Miami Dolphins in passing. And that tells you just about everything you need to know as Conklin gets another first down for the Jets. Yes. They have been pretty poo, that is true. Little I formation now for the Jets. Ooh, a little early jump out there at the left tackle. Oh no, they're calling it encroachment. Interesting. I thought for sure I saw the left tackle flinch, but they're going to call this one on the defense instead with the rare encroachment call. And so Aaron Rodgers is going to get a 1st and 5. Handoff goes to Breece Hall. Nice little cutback to find a lane and another broken tackle as he's out past the 45 to the 43. Breece Hall has been very good in this game, and again, this defense has been sitting back on their heels because they've had to play so much pass defense, and they're scared of what has happened in the passing game. So the running game is having huge success now, finding lanes and creases to exploit, and that's exactly what Breece Hall does there. Another run for Breece Hall. Speaking of creases to exploit, there's another one. He picks up 7. Breece Hall, I haven't seen a tally on his yardage lately. But he's had a good game. He definitely has had a good game. But we'll keep an eye out for it for you there, Bo. Get an idea of how many yards he's got. There's another run for Carter, his third. He's got 24 yards and a touchdown. I know that's not the one you were looking for. You're looking for Breece Hall. 3rd and 1. Here he is. He does have a first down. Let's see if he gives us... There it is. 19 rushes, 110 yards. Like I said, very good game for Breece Hall. Yeah, 5:04 is right. Could have gone into shoot clock right at the opening whistle of the second half. Right out of the locker room. And yes, yeah, exactly, Bo. He's been... he's definitely had shades of Nick Chubb out here. Very similar in how he's run the ball. Aaron Rodgers, quick little slant to the inside. That goes to Garrett Wilson. Rodgers now 30 of 37, 353. 77 yards on 8 catches for Garrett Wilson. And now a big sack, as that's about the 4th sack we've seen of Aaron Rodgers. Oh, 3rd sack. I was off by 1. 3rd sack of Aaron Rodgers there. 3rd and 14. Now Aaron dancing in the pocket a little bit, going underneath to Breece Hall. And not enough done to convert. A 4th and 5 coming, so you have to think they're probably just going to settle for the field goal here. Have not seen them either. So I knew they had new ones coming in, but I haven't had a chance to see them yet. As the kick is up and good, so Jets extend their lead now 37-6 in this absolute drubbing. Although this 3rd quarter has been much quieter than the first 2. So with 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, Tua has got to get something going. Right? Oh, hand off the... What are you doing? Handing off the ball is not going to help. Especially with the running backs you have. You don't have a home run hitter at running back. And even if you did, you still wouldn't want to hand it off. As Tua's going to throw this one away. He is 14 of 21 for 108 measly yards in this ball game. Faking the handoff there. Oh, breaking a shaking a tackler. Nice little effort there from Mostert. He's going to pick up a first down. But again, underneath throws are not helping you here. You've got to go downfield and get chunk yardage. You have to. Again, underneath. This one goes to A-Chain. And 6 yards. Not very helpful. You know, I feel like we're always we're begging them to run the ball. And somehow in this game, when you can't afford to run the ball, that's all they want to do is run the ball. It's incredible. I don't know how to explain this. Like, what is happening right now? Why are you running the ball, Miami? What are you doing? 3rd and 2, and you need to be in the end zone like yesterday. So they go underneath again. It moves the chains, keeps the drive alive, but this drive is taking way too long. You're down 31 points. Well, if they'd just given up on the game and just, conceded the point, but I mean, this is effectively like waving the white flag right now, is what's happening out here. As they go underneath A-Chain again, faking the handoff. Tua has yet to go deep. He finally does go deep, but instead out of bounds. The one time he goes downfield, he goes out of bounds with it. 3rd and 9. Oh, hey, downfield, and he's got a man too. The best play of the day for the Miami Dolphins, as they finally do something that we've been begging for this whole time. Anderson with his first catch of the ball game, and it's the best one. And followed immediately thereafter by a sack. Yes, they're in shoot clock mode because they want out, because it hurts so much. Yes, Phil has it. Lost to Tennessee, lost to Pitt for the Browns. So 2-2. 2nd and 20. Going downfield. Should have been picked. Well underthrown was Tua. He was lucky. He needed, if he got it over the defender there, that would have been a touchdown, but just short-armed it. Tua now going downfield. Oh, and misses again. Oh, what an ugly miss. He had a wide open Gesicki, but he couldn't hit him. 4th and 20. They have to go for this, even though it's 4th and 20. And they do, and it's picked. Well, that was like a turnover on downs. Actually, a little bit better. It was like a little mini arm punt. As Tua's misery continues in this game, he has been woeful. His receivers have not helped him out. Anderson with the one good catch and the one good route down and the one good throw downfield. We've glimpsed a few times Tyreek, but mostly underneath, unfortunately. A lot of sideline to sideline for him. Not much downfield. It's scoreline reflects it, as we are showing a just absolute thrashing at the hands of these New York Jets, who are having a very, very good day out here playing some great football. 3rd and 8 coming. Blitz, but Aaron Rodgers unfazed, and he's going to unload to Conklin out there, getting near the line to gain, but it is 4th down, so you have to imagine they're probably going to punt from here. They do. Yes, the first game was a fumble fest. That is true. Those sliders were comical. We'll see. We've had some late success in seasons in Madden, so it's early yet. 2-2 is certainly recoverable. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes from here. 2nd and 7. Not sure why they're handing it off, but they still are. Not sure why they're throwing underneath on swing passes, but they still are. 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter, and I think Miami has checked out. They're already in their hotel mentally. Maybe on the bus. Maybe they're at home in their own beds mentally. Maybe that's where this is. They're going to punt. Another 3 and out. Yes, competitive if only it were Zach Wilson in the game right now, not Aaron Rodgers, who has been sensational in this game. Absolutely carving apart this defense, making them look silly. But Miami also hasn't been able to play their way out of a wet paper bag, so they have been just awful on both sides of the ball. Handoff goes to Breece Hall. He is going to work for a few yards. 3rd and 4 coming. My guess is he goes to the Chiefs. Either that or the Bills. Bills may move some cap room to make it work because they're very short on space, but they have a real need to try to put a guy like him opposite of Stephon Diggs. So we'll see. Unfortunately, I think he probably will stay in the AFC. It's been such an arms race. You have to imagine that somebody in the AFC is going to go and give him the money he wants. But I think the only place he's going to take a discount for is to go play for the Chiefs. So we'll see. There's Carter with a nice run out there. He's going to pick up 8. Yep. they have the recent success. They have the team right now. They could use a wide receiver, and they've got the money. So yeah, I see, and he'll actually take a discount from them. So I see them as the most likely. Which is a scary thought. Kelsey and Kelsey doesn't need help. I mean, he's good enough on his own, but add D-Hop in there, they're downright scary. Fortunately, the Jets are fully in shoe clock mode already, even with 6 minutes in the game. They're letting this clock wind all the way down, which they were. That last play they did. This time they didn't, so that was interesting. They did chew quite a bit of the clock, but not all of it. So now they're snapping it with about 14 seconds as Aaron Rodgers gets it out on a swing pass, and what a fight for the first down. Nice effort from Breece Hall to try to force his way across the line, and he does. First down achieved. Aaron Rodgers going underneath to his running back again. Just finding those outlets. They'll take what they'll get, because at this point they've pretty well wrapped up this ball game. But Aaron Rodgers is going to hand it off to Breece Hall, and a flag coming. Might have been a hold. Oh no, they got a face mask on the tackle that time. And an automatic first down. That goes against Wilkins on the tackle, grabbing him by the face mask. And that's going to give a first down on the 3, first and goal from there. Handoff goes to Carter. Carter finds very little room and goes nowhere. Rodgers setting up a screen. This one's not going to work. And he'll go backwards to, does Breece Hall. Oh no, it's Carter. Carter on that one goes backwards for 2 yards. Yeah, that would be a wild, crazy good attack for the Saints if D-Hop went there. They would be very, very scary. 4th and goal, and the Jets are satisfied making this a 40-6 ball game with the chip shot, because why not? The 40 burger is achieved. And certainly felt with the way the first half went that was a very high likelihood of happening. But fortunately, a lot of time was taken on that drive, so only 3:33 left to play in this ball game. And I'm not entirely sure why Miami's bothering to come out at this point. You may as well just hand it off like they've been doing. But watch, now they're going to try to stretch the field. Sure enough, they look to stretch the field. And look, it's Tyreek Hill, the guy should have been going to this whole time downfield. Oh my. Just can't make this stuff up. I don't know how this happens, but apparently I don't know. Just it happens this way, I guess. As now they start to go underneath again, so maybe they are going back to the just let the time expire and get the heck out of here, as they have been absolutely demoralized in this ball game. But the 2-minute warning here. And there they go downfield to Tyreek Hill. Excuse me, not Tyreek this time. That was, I didn't catch who that was. Tyreek's 10, though. That was not 10. As that one goes to A-Chain. I saw the star and thought immediately it was Tyreek. And they go deep towards the end zone, looking for Tyreek. 3rd and 4 coming. Tua now out past the first down. And under a minute to play. Tua to the end zone. Tyreek Hill finally. They get into the end zone at long last. And they're going to finally have a touchdown to make them feel a little bit better about themselves. They needed a lot more of that and a lot earlier in this bowl game. They finally unlocked Tyreek and the downfield throwing in the very last drive of the bowl game for them. And that, with the way the defense had been carved apart, was not ever going to be enough. They needed to do that coming out of halftime as an adjustment rather than with 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So Aaron Rodgers to hand off as he should. Breece Hall picks up 4, and that will do it, as we will not have to see another play in this ball game that has been an absolute... Okay, so we'll snap it one more time. One more run, and that will do it. 0-0 on the clock. 40-13 your final score as the Jets go out and absolutely manhandle the Miami Dolphins. And it could not have been more lopsided. The scoreline actually not large enough in terms of how lopsided it was to really reflect just how badly the Jets beat the Dolphins here today. Oh my, look at those stats. It's going to be a wild comparison of stats as one team seemed to have done all of the things on offense. As there's a look at the yardage, Trevor actually ended up with more yardage than you might expect, 229 with his 1 touchdown. But Aaron Rodgers getting close to 400 with 3 touchdowns and 81% completion rating. He was the way better quarterback in this one. And just look at the disparity in the scoreline, as it was massively in favor of the Jets the whole way. So Phil's going to get back on the controls here really quick to get us through the stats. He is going through it right now. There it is. Aaron Rodgers, 35-43 for 376, 81%, and 3 touchdowns with 1 pick. Very, very good day for him. Looking at the rushing attack, Breece Hall, 29 carries, 150 yards, 5.1 a carry, and 1 touchdown went to Michael Carter near the end zone. Breece Hall, leading receiver, as well as Hardman and Wilson, all with 8. Hartman with 111 and 2 touchdowns. He was very good. Garrett Wilson, 77 yards. Conklin with 81 yards and 6 catches. So for tackles, Mosley leading the way by double, 16 for him. He had 2 TFLs as well. 1.5 sacks for Quinnen Williams, 1 for Lawson, a half sack for Franklin Myers. Of course, he had the roughing the passer penalty as well. 1 interception for Reed. On the Dolphin side of the ball, 26 of 40 for 229, a 65% clip, 1 touchdown, 1 interception for Tua. And then Mostert, 10 carries, 39 yards. A-Chain, 5 for 7. So, and then the 2 fumbles for A-Chain and 1 for Hill. So, not very good day on the ground for them. A-Chain leading the way with 7 catches, 36 yards, 5.1 average. That's not going to get it done. Tyreek Hill, only 71 yards on his 5 receptions. He was pretty quiet, all things considered. Waddle hardly in the game at all, as he had 3 catches for 51 yards. Leading the way in tackles, Baker with 22, Long with 16, Elliott with 12. 2 TFLs for Ogbo, 1 for Long and 1 for Baker. And then for sacks, just the one for Reed and one for Agba, half for Phillips, half for Van Ginkel. The one interception was Jalen Ramsey. So that's going to do it for us here today. Appreciate you all being on. It was a very lopsided ball game, but it was still entertaining nonetheless. Got to see some very good football from one Aaron Rodgers. But we appreciate you being here. We'll get out of here by saying, go Jets. And as always, go Browns.